everyone and welcome to my channel. I was gonna have a video up on Wednesday and I had filmed everything the previous weekend, but on Wednesday itself I had a little bit of an accident. Well, I mean, that's being a little dramatic, but I was riding my bike to work and I hit a patch of gravel a little bit too fast. So I lost control of my bike, I slid over the gravel, and now I'm kind of covered in scrapes and bruises and cuts, and it kind of, you know, killed the mood for wanting to post a video. So I was just like, you know what, we're just not gonna do this. So instead, I will still post that video. This is not the video that I filmed, obviously, but I will still post that video maybe in upcoming few days after I've posted this. But today I thought I would do a book haul instead. So in Japan, the state of emergency that was declared to deal with the situation we're having, it was lifted. So businesses are starting to open back up. I'm going back to work full-time. I've been working 3 times a week, but I'm going back to work full-time now. And so the businesses are opening back up, and the bookstore, the foreign bookstore in Tokyo, was having a sale on classics. It's like, oh, this is perfect. You know what? I'm just going to enjoy myself and buy a few more books and sort of, you know, appreciate getting back into the world again, because I haven't really left my general area since February. So I went and bought 4 books. Haha, haha. And so the first 2 books I got on the 30% discount, and of course, you know, I couldn't stop there. I had to get the other ones that weren't on discount, which, you know, it's pricey. Foreign books in Tokyo are very pricey, but it is what it is. So the first book I got was Evelyn Waugh, The Loved One. I've never read this author, although obviously very famous. But I just never got around to reading him. But I thought this might be a good chance because it's a nice slim little volume, and I'll get a good taste for their writing and see how I feel. And this one just sounded kind of fun. It's a person who kind of creates this friendship with a mortician, and it sort of kind of observes that world, and it's supposed to be fairly comedic, you know, a lot of dark humor. So I think this will be a nice slim volume that's really fun. The next book I got was H.G. Wells' The War of the World. I've seen the movie of this, the Tom Cruise movie, and you know, I like watching science fiction movies every once in a while. I haven't read as many books, science fiction books, but I'm starting to get into them. So I thought this would be a good one. It's just a story of, you know, aliens come to Earth and they attack it, and how is mankind supposed to, you know, survive this. So I mean, I've seen the movie, and I know a little bit of the plot was changed, so it will be interesting to see the differences, but more or less I know what the story is about. But I think it'll be really great to read some H.G. Wells, who is so famous. Then, out of the new books that I wasn't supposed to get because they weren't on sale, I got another science fiction by Ursula K. Le Guin. This is The Dispossessed. I read Ursula Le Guin for the first time last year when I read The Lathe of Heaven, and I really enjoyed that. Her writing is very almost mystical, I think, very fluid, very pretty, and she's able to maintain this very lyrical writing while also having a plot that's very fast-paced, very forward-moving. And so I really would like to read her again. This is her most famous book, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure what it's about. I know the name, I know the author, it's been recommended to me. I just kind of want to go into it and see what happens. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be really good because this is one of the more famous science fiction novels out there. So very looking forward to this. The last book I got, which again, I shouldn't have got, because not only was it at full price, but it's a brand new book. It's a debut novel, it just came out. The reason I got it was because I heard of it from Russell on Ink and Paper blog, and it was there, and I was planning on waiting for it to come out in a regular paperback, but it was right there in front of my eyes, and I'm like, all right, okay, I'll get it. And that's my Dark Vanessa. So I really didn't want to get this because, you know, it's so big. I mean, let's see if you can see it. You know, it's so huge. And for me, you know, I don't have that much space, so I try to avoid these big copies of books because they just take up too much room. But like I said, it tempted me. It's a debut novel, and it's about basically this girl who had a relationship with her teacher when she was young, when she was still a student. And many years have passed, and now the teacher is in trouble legally because of other relationships he had with other students. And so this is about her reflecting upon the relationship she had with this teacher and basically sort of debating, you know, was it an actual emotional relationship? Did he actually take advantage of me? So it's just sort of exploring the definition of relationships in terms of you know, student-teacher relationships and whatnot. So this sounds like it's gonna be very dark, very introspective. I think it will have moments that will make you think that, okay, this is wrong, but is it wrong because I've been told it's wrong, or is it wrong because I feel it's wrong? So I think there's going to be some really, really interesting, very clever, very dark introspection that I'm really looking forward to. I like books like this. So that's it. That is what I call my post-isolation book haul. I'm looking forward to reading these. Typically, I don't buy books that often, so if I buy a book, you'll see it fairly soon under my read pile. So hopefully I can you know, read these soon and come back with some comments and some high praise for all of these books. So thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.